Good morning, this is Jack from Charting the Markets Crypto, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Friday the 13th of June. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing, learn from it, transfer it, share insurance. I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right. Okay, well, things have not been going quite as I'd hoped over the last couple of days. Bitcoin's obviously pulled back a bit, but that's not really where we've got a problem. But we've got the daily middle band I've got at 106.432, and we are back below it. So we are fell back below. Could this be part of an overall bull flag forming? Definitely. But if we are going to form a bull flag, then we'd be making a move down to probably the 98,000 area, or possibly slightly above, but basically a back test of this high here. And I think we might be doing that. Looking at Solana, I was mentioning yesterday that we really need to get back over the daily middle band, and we'd failed to sustainably get back over it so far, and this has folded. Now that's actually not great, because one thing I mentioned a couple of days ago was that in the event that we couldn't get back over the daily middle band, then there was quite a nice looking head and shoulder set up here. Now obviously there's the big inverted head and shoulder, potential inverted head and shoulder set up here, but we actually have a head and shoulders here, and now this head and shoulders is complete. We've gone back to the neckline, and this is a worryingly high quality setup here. So let's have a quick look at that, because I was saying that if we saw a breakdown, then this would actually have a target back at a retest of the lows. Now let's have a quick look at the exact target there. And hang on. And as you can see, that is exactly where it would be going. So this is a worryingly nice looking setup, and it's suggesting that we may well see a retest of the lows on Solana. Watching this with great interest. Now, obviously, breaking down doesn't mean it has to make it. It could just fail back upwards again. But looking at I was talking on equities on the equities pre-market webinar about the possibility that we might go down further, and I showed this chart showing that obviously we are still seeing a situation where most of the time equities and crypto are trading in sympathy, and crypto obviously tends to get places rather faster than equities does. But I was saying there may well be more downside as there is more military action in the Middle East on equities, and obviously we could really see that on crypto. So this is disappointing, and we might have to go and retest the low at 145. We will see. Looking at Ethereum, we've still got an RSI 14 sell signal fixed, and this might be the opportunity for that to go and make the target. On the hourly chart, we fell back below the daily middle band as well, and we will see. Do we have a potential level top here? Yes, although it's not quite the one I've got drawn in here, which was drawn in before the prior high. But we made the RSI 14 sell signal, and let's have a quick look. This would be the double top now. There is obviously a head and shoulder option here, but I'm not drawing that in. It's too early, and we've got a decent looking double top set up already. But let's have a look at where that target would be looking for. All right. Now this hasn't broken down yet, and that's why the arrows are in dotted. So this isn't actually a current target, but this is a possibility that it might be a target later, and that would basically, the target would be between the 19,000 and the 2,000 area. So would that work well with the potential overall inverted head and shoulders? Yeah, it would. Better actually, because we then have a flatter neckline, which would then be coming across directly from here. I've got this at 28.55, and this is 28.79, so it would be an almost flat horizontal neckline. If we saw this move on Solana, that would set up a double bottom. This would just set up a higher quality inverted head and shoulders, although with an extended target which would go above the retest of this high. If we got there, but we shall see. So is there a scenario to the downside? Yes. The bulls really needed to break over the daily middle bands with confidence, and it failed on Solana. Could this go lower? Yes, and that's the way it could go lower. We shall see. All right. Anyway, everyone have a great weekend, and we will see how it goes. All right, everyone, take care.